Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 10 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of All the Mods 8. Hey, let's check out some autocrafting today. There's a few things I want to get into now that we've got jetpacks and the flight exploration. I really want to be able to get a bottle of enchanting because every time I complete a quest, I get a bunch of experience, and we're already saving up to like 60-ish levels here, and if I go die, it's going to make me sad because I'm going to be like, hey, all that experience. Usually when you die, the gravestone takes care of all your items, but that experience is still lost. So that's something I'd like to avoid doing. In addition to that, I'd like to probably get into some other mods. So I want to jump into Industrial Foregoing early on. I would probably like to set up like a mob farm / dark room so we can get lots of mob drops and potentially access to more experience, which would then lead us into the ability to do enchanting, which, can be pretty powerful, especially because I believe Apotheosis is totally in the pack. So we can get some overpowered enchants, as we are well aware. So, few options to get going with powerful stuff. I'm not going to go quite as deep into Apotheosis this time as I did in my Let's Play series, mostly because, I like to change things up between series, so we did a lot of Apotheosis last time. We will probably do a little bit, but not crazy this time, right? Like, I'll make sure to get, like, a looting 10 or whatever I can, but other than that, we're not going to go too crazy. I'd also like to jump into Elemental Craft at some point, because I remember really enjoying that mod and it being fun to play with, and also having some really cool and powerful things and automations to it. So I'd like to look at that a little bit. We also have Ars Elemental in this pack. I might do some stuff with Ars again, because Ars is just such a fun mod for me. I just really enjoy it, but that's probably a little further down the line. So let's get into today making some crafters. So extra storage is definitely in the pack, which is cool. Let's see, extra storage. So I think that's this guy. Sweet. Okay. So that would be you making, and then what do you do? You're for the gold crafter. Okay. And for the diamond crafter and the netherite crafter. Okay. How do you get these guys? Not too expensive. Just checking. Just checking. There's a lot of add-on mods for both AE and refined storage, and a lot of them are similarly named, so it's a little bit tricky to keep track of what's what. But at the very least, I can get an iron crafter, which is nice. It has 27 slots for patterns, which should make things pretty easy for me. I'd like to get autocrafting going sooner than later, because autocrafting will lead to automation, which leads to, being able to make things happen a lot faster. So in today's episode, I'll probably focus on autocrafting a little bit, and then we'll kind of go from there on what we want to do. Now, in terms of where to set up autocrafting, we also have reborn storage in the pack. And remember, this is the multi-block crafting setup that you can do, which is pretty cool. You also get access to the super wireless grid, which I don't really remember exactly what makes that better than the normal wireless grid, but maybe something to check out. So I probably might want to move this setup at some point, the ore processing setup, to somewhere else. Is compact machines in the pack? I got to imagine it would be, right? Oh yeah, it totally is. So that's pretty cool. Look at that, cool. Nice. All right, so that'll be something we probably do at some point in the future as well. So many things I want to get to in this pack that I just want to automate all the things. Like, I feel like the last few series I've made it a point to kind of take it easy and not go too crazy. I want to go like too crazy in this one. So for now, I'll start with like a nice little just set up the iron crafter here kind of deal. Yeah, that works. And let's get ourselves going with patterns and all that stuff. Now, having a crafting manager would totally be cool. Crafter manager, that's this guy. So to make that, we're going to need a pair of crafters. So that's one. And you can tell I'm already looking forward to the point where I have auto-crafting going here, because once you get auto-crafting going, it's so much easier. But there's your crafter manager, and that will allow me to work with that, which is cool. Part of the reason I'm going refined storage over AE2 this time is I was not looking forward to having to do the chandelier thing again with AE2. As much as I enjoy certain aspects of AE2, other aspects I'm like, oh, again, been there. And can we do a crafting monitor? Is that what it's called? Yes, that would be this guy. He just needs one of these and probably a few patterns. That looks good to me. And that'll show me any crafting currently in progress. And hooray for getting quests completed, because it means I probably got some cool stuff that'll make my life a little bit easier at least. Sweet. Was there anything else marked complete there? Oh, that's pretty much it. Oh, does Elemental oh, good. Elemental Craft has a quest book. I should step through that at some point. And Foregoing is on my to-do list as well. So since I'm going into Foregoing, we should always start the quest for each chapter before we get into it, because you want to make sure that, you know, the quests are unlocked and you can go through stuff. Blue Skies looks interesting too. I think this is like a whole exploration mod. I definitely want to check that place out. But anyway, back to my task at hand. So you guys can all be put away. And now I have a few patterns that I've made. So first things first, I usually like to teach it patterns and quartz enriched iron. And we should probably teach it things like how to make a machine casing. And I guess granite, how much granite do I have? I guess that's cool. If I turn off exact mode, it should make life easier for me, right? And that's what I'll do for now. And we'll see, you know, how well refined storage holds up for me in that regard. What else might I want to do? We probably want to teach it how to make crafters. And since we're teaching it how to make crafters, we should teach it how to make U, which is a smelting recipe, and U, which means we should teach it U. And we should probably also teach it how to make U, which is a smelting recipe, and U. And then while we're at it, silicon, which is also a smelting recipe. I'm going to do it with the quartz recipe here. That should be cool. Okay. You actually go up here. I'm just keeping track of all the things that are like crafted like in a crafting table versus crafted in a machine like down here. And then while we're at it, we should probably just go ahead and add this guy, because we know we're going to need him at some point, right? Okay. And then here I can plop in all those. And then let's get another crafter. So if I asked you to make me a crafter, you could, except you're missing a few things. Let's add, actually for the crafter, we should teach it how to make this. And we should teach it how to make this, right? Nice. Okay. So now all you're missing is 2 diamond processors. Really? I'm out of those? I thought I had made a few, but maybe I didn't make enough. It's okay. They do go fast when you're doing crafters. Now my question is, probably because in our current stage, what I'm going to do is hook the crafter up to the machines that are up here, my manual ones, and then at some point in the future, we'll set up a downstairs, you know, auto-crafty dude. That sound like a plan? So then what we should be able to do is you. Now, crafters in Refined do not accept items back into them, right? So they will only feed in items like that, which means we're going to need to make sure that let's clear your sidedness. So your back will be an input, and then we have to figure out where to output things to. That's actually a question. How do I want to do this? Because I could have the crafter on the top and then output to the back and go into an interface somewhere. That might work. That could work. Or we could have the crafters in the back and the outputs on the top. Let's do that. So do I have logistical transporters? Not yet, but I can make some, right? So your output will be on the top with an auto eject. Okay. And then you guys will have a similar configuration, right? Input, output, auto eject. Input, output, auto eject. Whoops. He was already auto ejecting. And then same deal here. Input, output, auto eject. Cool. And then maybe we have an interface, which I should probably go add. Hey, look at that. We're starting to get there with that stuff. All right, let's add U2 for the interface. So actually, I probably just want to teach you how to make an interface all around. And actually, do you have the stuff to make a few more patterns? You do. Beautiful. Okay. Quickly getting that up and going is awesome. So now I should be able to request you. We're missing some cables. I should add that. Now I should be able to make an interface? Yeah, look at that. And the crafting monitor would show me if everything was crafting, but it's already done. Okay, sweet. And more patterns, that's right. Okay, and then you for sidedness for items will be... We don't need items going into you, right? So then, in theory, as long as we hook up all these guys, and we get it hooked up to you, which you're getting power inserted into you. I should find another way to get power in there, or I should just move the controller. That would be the smart way to handle this. Move the controller. What if we put the controller more like here, and then we had you like this? I definitely need a faster run speed situation going on here. Actually, I could probably... Well, you... If I did that, I would want a facade there. Make this a little cleaner looking. Right, so for now... Whoop, we could just have something like this. Yeah. And then you could have that block there, and that works pretty well. At least for now. Yeah. Now, is this still connected? Nope. We have to rebind wherever you're living. Why did you get repositioned, actually? Oh, there you are. I think we just shift-click that, and now we're cool. Yeah. Beautiful. And that's a curio, too, don't forget. So that could totally go into that top curio slot. And then that just goes there. Oh, there's a deep learner curio? That's cool. Is deep learning in this pack? I don't see it. Oh, it is. Hostile neural networks. Ah, look at that. It is in here. So that's another route we could take. Now that's the grid. There it is. I knew there was a dedicated slot for you. Grid. So cool. We totally need to get power distributed, though. That should be another priority for me. Should be flux networks. We should do a flux controller and get all that hooked up. All in good time, friends. All in good time. So we may do that, or we could, maybe not going this way. I don't know if I love this approach. I'm trying to keep my base semi-nice looking still, right? What we could have is, we probably know that I'm probably never going to have the sawmill be an autocrafter for me. So I could throw the interface here and then do that. That could work. That could work. And then for the time being, you should have no problem connecting to there. Such that if I were to now request the craft of some resource, such as this guy, we're missing string? Really? We're out of string? What a bummer. What a bummer. Wait, oh, no, we're not out of string. You just don't have that hooked up. Now we're cool? Now we're better. Okay, now if we set a, let's say I wanted to craft an advanced processor and hit start on that guy, he should be smelting. Cool. As a to-do, I should throw speed upgrades in this bad boy, but, you know, we have lots of to-dos, don't we? But at least now we have some basic stuff up and running, which is cool. All right, so with that good, okay, can I get like 10 more of you? Yeah, because I know we're going to need a lot more patterns here. That's not too shabby, really. Okay, so now let's get into foregoing, right? So to get into there, we're probably going to need some pity machine frames. I think I need at least... Are we out of redstone? What? How are we out of redstone? There's like no chance we're out of redstone. That's a lie. We could absolutely be out of redstone. Well, would you look at that? In fairness, I haven't like super been paying attention to redstone mining. Where's redstone ore show up at? What Y level are we looking at here? In World Gen, your best bet is the lower the better. Okay. So your best bet is, you know, super deep down, which is weird because I feel like I did a bunch of mining last episode at the bottom Y level to get diamonds. So why didn't I find too much redstone? Oh, but we'll come back in a minute once I do a little bit of off-camera mining. All right, this should be pretty good. Not too terrible. I don't want to go too crazy mining right now because what I'd really like to do, what I think would be the best thing to do for me, is probably to work towards getting at least fortune and looting. Once I get those two things, then I'll be in a lot better shape. So I don't want to spend too much time mining if I'm going to get, you know, fortune at some point soon. And part of the reason I'm working towards industrial foregoing is the opportunity to get enchants going. So that'll help me out. Oh boy, who just spawned? Ned the something has awoken nearby. That's creepy. Oh boy, should we go look? Would we see Ned, this guy Ned, on the map? Oh, I think it's this marker here. Let's give him a try. Oh my goodness, he's a witch, and boy does that witch have a lot of health. Speaking of not wanting to die. Oh yeah, epic apotheotic boss has a lot of health, and I am out of here. See, you thought I had overpowered weapons. I do not have overpowered weapons. I have not overpowered weapons is what I have. Yeah, you're gonna need like a cover or something, or I could go from underneath. That would probably look better. Let's do it like that, and that should be cool. Hey, who put you on that mode? There you go. Much cleaner. I think that stuff can be trashed, but these guys will keep. Okay, so now that we've got this somewhat automated, which is nice looking-ish, it'll get better over time. We can move into industrial foregoing. So I was working towards getting fluid extractors. I probably want 4 of these, right? This is the one that pulls fluid out of blocks, and then latex processing. So let's get 3 more of those so that I can get a set of 4 of these. Perfect. And then we want the latex processing, which needs a bucket of latex, which we'll get in a moment. And then the dissolution chamber is going to need one of these guys. Now I'm curious to see if the plastic sheets here that I use are or dictionaried with the memory stick. It doesn't look like they are. It doesn't look like the memory stick will accept the plastic sheets from anything but Pneumaticraft. But this is another way to store experience. But I would have to get into Pneumaticraft, which I want to do because I like Pneumaticraft. And we will do that again because I was having so much fun with drones in my last series that we're going to be doing drones in this one for sure. I would like to automate some tasks with drones. Totally. So the question should be, I think I'm going to keep things, well, how do I want to do stuff? I enjoyed last series where I had like the different environments that I got to teleport between. I might do something like that again. I'm not sure. For now, I'm debating, do I want to do like another sub-basement or how do I want to handle that? We'll see. For now, I'm probably just gonna let's have some machines going here. And then we'll go from there. Yeah. Now might be a good time to get into laser IO as well. Yeah, what do we think about that? A little bit of laser IO action? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's teach you some laser IO recipes, because laser IO is very nice once you've got it automated nicely. Okay, so that shouldn't be too shabby. I should just make a laser wrench. I should just make a card holder, and then you guys can exist from here. I'm just going to teach it all the laser IO patterns while I'm at it, or at least the main ones that I probably am most interested in. And then if we need more going forward, we can get them. Look at this. I'm almost filled up with my iron crafter already. That's funny. That is kind of funny. So a couple things. First off, let me get a laser wrench, which I will have once I add you to that dude. So you should have no problem making that now, in theory. Have we tested that this works yet? We did, right? Yeah, we totally did. Yep, it's there. Cool. Okay, good deal. And then I can probably get a handful. Did I forget to program the laser nodes, like the most important part of the mod? Yeah, I totally did. Let's use... Let's do this. Let's do glass panes first. Okay, put that in there. And then do the laser node, because I think... what it'll do is it'll pick up on that these are craftable and use them. Cool. So get me a handful of those, and a handful of these, and a handful of these. Because I know we're going to need fluid. Oh, I should teach you how to make buckets, right? Yeah, probably. Okay, so you should be crafting all the things there. I'll get some energy as well, because we know we're going to want that. And that should probably be good enough for now, but we did want a card holder. And I think the card holder requires a chest. Cool, pretty close. Just gonna wait for you to do some smelting. Hey, everything worked pretty well, so that's cool. So I'm gonna just set you to auto input mode. And then if we look at laser IO, we should have a bunch of stuff in here ready to be imported, which is cool. And that all goes into the card holder, as we know. Perfect. And then in my backpack, I would like to have probably a few things ready to be remembered. That's not bad. For now, that's not a bad memory setup. And if I need to do more, I will. Sweet. All right, let's go use Laser IO to automate my old friend. So for now, we'll just stick it right here. And we'll probably wind up moving things at some point in the future. That's right, you go opposite the direction I look. Cool. Yeah, a lot of this will be a temporary setup until I get a little bit more situated. Remember, we're only on episode 10. Think about how far I've gotten in just 10 episodes by, you know, kind of speed running it a little bit. So you want some oak. I'm pretty sure jungle. No, it's the A one, the A wood. Yeah, because if we look at fluid extraction, oh, you can get mineral resin out of that. That's cool. Yeah, acacia. That's the best one, right? 4 millibuckets per. We won't get any better. I doubt we have acacia saplings or anything like that yet, but I can go flying around the world looking for some. But at least for now, I do have oak wood, and you guys will produce that. So for here, what I'm going to do is on the down, we're going to insert. Do I have any more energy cards? I thought I did 10 of everything. Meh. Right, so you can insert down on all sides, right? So everybody inserts energy on the down. We can tap into here, and then on the up, we can extract. And it'll do 1,000 RF per tick. That should be cool. I like that. So everybody should be getting power now? Nice. And then they're producing their latex. Now for the tank, let's just use a mechanism tank, right? A nice basic one should be a good start. Are we out of redstone again? There's no way we're out of redstone again. I can't. Really? 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 I mean, I did do a lot of making blocks and stuff, right? Like a lot of these machines use full blocks of redstone. So I think the last time I teleported, I was... Yes. Yes, I can do this again. So I'll be back again after I mine a little bit more redstone. Just enough to, and to be fair, I think I used a healthy amount of redstone for my laser IO stuff too. So that didn't help with my whole setup there. Look, I'll even mine on camera for the few people who claim that I'm cheating when I do this. But I legit don't cheat when I say I'm going to mine, I mine. 100%. I'm gonna grab these diamonds and this redstone and then go back home, because that should be enough. Okay. Cool. Okay, so what was I making that I didn't have enough stuff for? I'm liking the dank null thing, too, by the way. It's looking really nice. Isn't it good? Liking it. Okay. So you were going to make me, that's right, a tank. Tank. From mechanism. Right? And we can go with the basic one. I don't think we need it to be too crazy early on, right? So if you sat there, right, and then we just said, hey, on the down, you will be a fluid extractor. On the down, you will be a fluid extractor. On the down, you will be a fluid extractor. And then on the down, you would be a fluid extractor. And then it really doesn't matter which one of these gets an inserter like that. So you should be filling up all your fluid, which means we can get a bucket of latex, which is used to make our latex processing unit, which is beautiful. Okay? And then on the down, you will get energy after you get connected to this guy. Cool. And you also could use some water, which I might... Do I want to add a sink here? I could just make another sink, right? Let's see why I couldn't. Well, there's a good reason I can't. I'm out of iron again. I'm out of a lot of things. I'm really low on some resources. I need to do more mining between episodes. Holy cow. All right, so what I'll do, maybe temporarily, is tap into the existing sink that I have. Yeah, I could do that. Right, we could tap into this dude. So then on the down, you would insert on the blue channel. That could be water. Does that sound cool? So you got a little latex because you were inserting on white. But then on the opposite side of this guy, which would be north, you're going to extract on blue. So that should be filling up with water now. Nice. Okay. And then you are going to get an extract card on orange. And what I'd like to do is make a filter card for you. I'm missing an observer. I'm missing cobblestone. I am now good to make that. And the reason I want to do that is I'd like to keep a certain amount of fluid in here at all times. And Laser.io, I specifically made it because there's very few mods that let you do this. I'm not saying there's none, I'm just saying that there's, only a few. So you should be ready to extract on that orange channel. So you've got a filter now. And what I'm going to say is latex from foregoing. You should be rendering as a fluid because this is a fluid card. Why are you not rendering as a fluid? It should really be doing that. In fact, you're being a little bit weird. If I did this, would that work? Yeah, what's weird is he's not rendering correctly at all. Huh. You're showing the right in the tooltip. That's interesting. Why would you be doing that? I haven't updated Laser.io in a while, so this shouldn't be a bug in Laser.io itself. I wonder if this is a bug in the pack, or there's some... I can't imagine what would be affecting that in the pack, though. I'm going to have to investigate this, because that doesn't make any sense to me. This is totally a fluid card, so you should be right. Unless something in the pack is blocking... What if I did the latex from the thermal series? Now you're doing the same thing, which is interesting. Oh my goodness, that is weird. What just happened? Middle clicking right there was a bad idea. I'm just putting that out there. Don't middle click in that slot. All right, let me poke at this for a minute because I don't know why you're being weird, but you should be showing as a fluid and you should be letting me left and right click here. and I can't. And I'm not sure what's gumming that up. All right, so I just cleared the counting filter by crafting it with itself. I'm just going to try one more thing here. What if I got a bucket of latex and we put it in there, not from JEI, but manually? Just to, it should make a difference. Yeah, it's still that's weird. That should not be happening. What if I did you? Are you cool? So it's not the, what in the world could be causing that? It's got to be a mod conflict. So I think what I'm gonna have to do for now is just let this extract all the fluid out, but then I have to like figure out how. It's got to be another mod that's doing this, because I didn't have this problem in the Darwell 20 pack, and I am having it in this one. So I have to figure out. I'm not saying it's the other mod's fault. It might be something I'm doing wrong in Laser IO that another mod is bringing to the forefront, but I know it's not just Laser IO by itself. I don't think. Yeah, it's making me question my own sanity, because I'm like, I know that this has worked many a times before. So for now, what I'll do is just do that, and then down here we will insert fluids on orange. So that should extract all the latex out, right? And now we're making our tiny dry rubber, which is cool, right? The only thing we have to do now is keep oak wood here, or if I can, I'm going to go find Akashi wood, and I'll probably do that between episodes. But at the very least, we've got a rudimentary startup, right? Then I want disillusion chambers is going to need a couple pieces of plastic. That one shouldn't be too bad, but I also need more iron. So I definitely need to do some more mining between episodes too. So let's wrap up here. I will come back next time and see what I can't figure out with this thing. Yeah, it's a weird one to me. I've not seen that before, because it should totally be just like, yeah, all right, counting filter. And I should be able to left and right click in here and modify numbers and stuff, and it's definitely being weird. Definitely being a little bit weird, right? Like you... Left click should be in, well, no, that's just that's that guy, right? That's working, right? And that's working, and that's working. Weird. Weirder and weirder. So with items, it's fine. Oh boy, don't middle click. Don't middle click. With items, it's fine. With not items, it's not fine. So I'll figure something out. But hey, look at this. We're getting our tiny dry rubber, which is cool, right? So I can do that, and that's cool. And then if I just smelted you up real quick, I would call that a win. Yeah, I think that's pretty slick. Because as soon as I put this into a fluid, it should be rendering a fluid here, not an item. And it's not, and that's weird. It always bugs me when there's something wrong with one of my mods. I'm like, hey, that's not supposed to be that way. Hey, that's not supposed to be like that. Now, obviously, a big problem is that I don't have the iron to make this thing right now, but that's all right. We'll deal with that. I'll probably go mining, like I said, between episodes. And for now, it's going to be wrapping up points. So Darwell 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll come back next time to figure out what's wonky with Laser IO, hopefully. And then we're going to continue to progress. I want to get Industrial Foregoing up and going quickly. I'd like to get the ability to have Fortune up and running pretty quickly. At least a rudimentary Fortune 3, if I can. And then we'll kind of cook on from there, because I would like to, like I said, do Elemental Craft, do Evil Craft, some of those other mods that, I haven't played with in a while. So for now, take it easy.